Hey up, guess what? We're doing something different. We're going to play with a car. But not any car. This is a Spectrum patrol car made by Dinky toys from the TV series Captain Scarlet, which was my favourite, to be fair, of the TV Jerry Anderson publications. After that was Thunderbirds and then Stingray. And then Fireball XL5, but none of you have ever heard of that one. But anyway, I never had one of these. I've always wanted one of these when I was little. I think I ended up getting a couple of them many years ago when they were only about that big, tiny little things, like Matchbox cars, if you're old enough to remember what they are. But this one's coming to the shop today. Paid a tenner for it, and it's in pretty poor condition, let's be honest. It's not the most iconic vehicle, but it is a pretty cool vehicle, and it's also got, I don't know whether they work on this table or not, but it makes noises as well. I don't know whether that's to do with you pull it backwards and it whizzes off, or what, I'm not exactly sure, but there you go. Meccano Limited, made in England, Dinky Toy, Spectrum Patrol car, made under licence for 21st Century Toys Limited. And this is number 103, although they're not individually numbered, that will be the model number, is 103. So, there you go, and as you can see, it's had a life. Now I like it, I like the fact it's had a life, I like the fact it's a bit, you know, it's a bit scabby around the edges, it's got paint missing here, it's got paint missing there. It means somewhere along the way this has been played with and loved by someone who's probably forgot they ever had it. And now it's kind of rolled up into my possession. And there's only one thing to do with it, really, isn't there? Apart from admire the fact that the original Spectrum stickers are still on, which is amazing considering the amount of wear and tear this car has had. It's lost an aerial off the roof, but you can probably pick one of them up online somewhere, 3D printed one. So you've got that there, and you've got one on the other side as well. So it's overall it's a bit tatty, but it could be a lot worse. And hopefully I'm not going to make it a lot worse, I'm going to make it a lot better. But in order to do that, I'm going to take it apart. And this is where it probably all falls down. Because I've never took one of these apart before ever. Got screwdriver. See, it's a professional screwdriver, well used, for mixing paint. And there's one screw in it, which is there. If I undo that screw there, in theory, I should be able to lift these out, these wheels out, lift this out, and the whole thing will come out, and then it'll just untag from there, which seems to be the way it's plugged in. So I assume that is the way it'll come apart, and then hopefully I can get in there and give it a good clean. It's quite amazing though that the glass, I use the term loosely, the plastic is all intact. The windows, they're all intact, as you can see through them, even the ones at the back, which is quite open. So again, for all this damage that it's got, it's quite amazing that the plastic has been kept so neat and tidy. So let's pretend it's driving past, shall we? Yeah. So let's take it apart and see what happens. I don't want to put it upside down on here, so I've got a bit of a cloth just to put it on. Wish me luck. Oh, well, I thought it was going to be really tight. It was not. Let's put that there so we don't lose it. You can shout at me if it rolls off. Right, let's tip it over the right way, and then hopefully in theory... Oh, there you go. That was easy. So that's the inside. It's got bucket seats. It's quite tacky actually. Let's put that over here out of the way for a minute. So there you go, you've got the bucket seat to sit in, which comes out. It's got steering wheel. And it's got this weird spring which holds the steering wheel, so you've actually got a kind of suspension with it. You can see that or not, but there's a suspension going on there. And then you've got this weird contraption at the back, which is the one that makes all the noise. Hang on, let's get the focus a bit better for you. There you go. So you got this, which is, it's like a spring, but it's more, I think it's just a noise maker. I don't think it's particularly, you press it, it rubs in. Yeah, I don't think it's particularly, it's not a traction thing anyway, it's not something that's going to make the car go anywhere. So I'm going to leave the base as is, because let's be honest, there's not really wrong with that. It's got a wonky wheel, a slightly wonky wheel. Look at that bottom wheel, it's a little bit wonky when you turn it around, but other than that, that's in decent nick, isn't it, for its age? I think it is anyway. So let's put the bucket seat back before I forget how to do it. There you go. So there you go. So we've got the bucket seat back in. Right, let's get cleaning, shall we? Let's put that over there out of the way. Again, I'm going to put the, oops, I don't want the plastics come out. The best thing to wash this with, I would imagine, would be Windoline, because technically it's a window. It might not be the window that you know, that Windoline's made for, but give it a go. It's got me my stuff. Give it a good squirt of Windoline there on the. Oh, you can't see it, but it's there. And then just clean it up a little bit. Don't know if it's on the inside either. I don't think has anyone ever done this before? I don't think, not on this one anyway. Let's go on there. So that's a bit cleaner, isn't it? It's a bit shiny compared to the rest of it. Then you go down the side here, give it a clean, give it a dry. Now ideally with the car part, you'd stick it in the dishwasher or something like that, but if I did that, I would lose 100% of the stickers, and the stickers are actually in really good nick, as we've already seen. So I'm going to leave the stickers on. So just cleaning the plastic, giving it a dry. It's a bit mucky, it's got to be said, it is a bit mucky. Get a new cloth. A new cotton bud. Give it another scrub. Like so. Do the back ones as well. So there you go. It's nice, isn't it? Give it a quick wipe inside, because I imagine there's lots of bits of metal in here from the friction machine thing. So, if you just joined us, we are cleaning the window part of our Spectrum is grubby car here, which is this one here. See this one here? We're cleaning the window parts. We took it apart and we are giving it a clean, for it is filthy. I've never done anything like this before on YouTube. I've never done anything like this in real life, to be fair. Not that YouTube isn't real life. Oh, I don't know. If you're a new subscriber, welcome as well. Had a few new subscribers recently. This isn't normally what I do. This is just something a bit extra. I'll be playing games later, don't worry. Got some other work to do in between. But then I should be back later on. Do some games. There's a bit of crap there I'm trying to get off. But I don't want to press too hard because there's a slight crack. No, I've got it. I've got it. There's a slight crack. I don't know if you can see that or not. There's a slight crack going along there. If I move it around, oh, there you can see it there in the light, can't you? That crack there. It's only a little one, and again, considering the amount of damage that's gone through on the old bodywork, that's hardly anything. Right. So get all the crap out of it. it feels a lot better already. So that was a bit of glue that was on there. Where's the other? Where's it? There it is. I forgot where I put my thing. So, you're going out of focus again, haven't we, because we're working. There you go. So, there we go. Shiny. So that can go back on the car for now. Right. Now the big job. Now this may need something a little bit stronger. That's the inside of it anyway. They're always not very glamorous, the inside of things, are they? They're always a bit... yeah. But it's just got loads of stuff everywhere. So, put the windowline away. We shall bring out the big guns, which is some really cheap, nasty bathroom cleaner. Tesco bathroom cleaner. Which leaves a foamy mess, which again you can't see. I've done it out of camera, but never mind. So get this really wet, and then we'll just get in here and just start. I assume that it's not going to affect, because it's only bathroom cleaner, it's not going to affect the paint at all, because the paint should be designed for all this kind of stuff. It's got these little vents here, which seem to have caught a lot of crap. What's going on here as well? Some just stuff in there. Yeah, we're getting muck off. Do one side first, and then we'll have a look at it and compare it with the other side. I know you're thinking, oh, he's a clean person. I'm not. I'm really not. I just pretend. Right. It's actually done anything. Yeah, it's done a bit. Get that out of there. Do the windscreen around the window screen. Finish off up here. Get a dry cotton bud. The thing about cotton buds is they're not overly aggressive, so. Now one of my mates, he had one of these back in the 70s. He had everything for Captain Scarlet and Thunderbirds for that matter. He had them all. And he's a guy who I may mention before has the Atari 2600 as well. He basically had everything that was new and exciting. And but he never had a bronze one of these. He only ever had the red one, which is like the standard one. He never had a bronze one. I didn't know they'd done a bronze one until this one come in the shop. So there you go. So that's the dirty side, and that's the clean side. Dirty, clean. There's a difference. Trust me. I don't know whether there's a difference or not. I don't know. Righty. Right, so we go in here. Go in the. Oh yeah, there's definitely needs. I don't think it's ever had a wash, which is a good thing, because if it had done, all the labels would have come off. Which is why I'm not putting it somewhere overly solid. I am merely cleaning it with cotton buds, because if I put it in like in a bowl of hot water or something like that, the labels will fall off, and it's these labels are probably the most of the value for it, I would have thought. Anyway, yeah, these all used to be made in England as well. Factories around the country. There was Dinky, Matchbox, Corgi, and Hot Wheels, although I think Hot Wheels were a bit more American, but I could be corrected on that. You just get tracks as well for your Matchbox and your Hot Wheels. So you could set up a track in the living room or wherever, and then have the cars whizzing around. But there was no power. It wasn't like Scalextric. It was just cars with their own wheeled motion going around the track. This wouldn't do very well because it's got that friction thing on it. Anyway, both sides are now clean. So that looks considerably better. Again, the wear and tear, I like the wear and tear. What I don't like is when people kind of sandblast these and then respray them. It's not original then, is it? You completely lost what the hell it was about. It's like when you see these these shows where they get a clapped out car out of a garage somewhere and they go, oh well, all we need to do is replace the bodywork, the wheels, the chassis, replace the seats, get a new steering wheel, put new windows in it. You just buy a new car. It's easier. I like stuff that's got its flaws, its errors, its life. And this has definitely got that. Right, we're up to the roof now. It's definitely had a life. And hopefully it'll have another life again. Probably never get played with again the way it was. It'll end up sat on a desk somewhere. Yeah, hello. With the other bits of crap I've got. Either that or someone will make me an offer for it and I'll end up selling it, but then it'll end up again on a desk somewhere. I don't think a child will ever play with this again. That's not what it's about though, is it really? It's not about kids enjoying themselves anymore. Nah. There's quite a lot of work. Well, a lot of detail on this that I wasn't aware of, that you wouldn't be aware of. For example, those little things there, those little slits, are actually slits. I mean, they don't go very deep, but they are slits. Let's have another go. So again, to stay in this condition, I know it's not like new, but it's done well. I mean, when were these released? It doesn't have a date on it, which is unusual because normally these cars do have a date on them. It'd be a while ago. Again, probably before most of you were born watching this. Except you, Toff, obviously. Right, I'm trying to do this bit around the door now. I've got to be careful here because what I don't want to do is get any of this, or too much of this, on the actual sticker, because if I do, it's going to make the sticker come off, or they'll lose some of the colour out of the sticker. But I do need to go down there because there's, like the door handle for example, there's another indentation I need to get into. Again, I'm amazed that these stickers have stayed on. Unbelievable. Not as unbelievable as the amount of crap that's coming off this, but still. Oops. Just knocked over the portal turret. That's never a good thing. Oh no! Oh, it's a lemming, isn't it? Sorry. Lemmings, portal turrets. Same difference. Just different game. Different species. Different voice. Right. Big boys toys. Yeah. It's beautiful though. I love it. I know it's old and tatty and everything. But aren't we all? I don't know what that is. It's not coming off, whatever it is. Not even with my super nails. Oh yeah, it is coming off now. Get a big blob of, you know what, on that. So we can wash it off. Should be holding the whole thing together now and it'll just fall apart in my hands. Oh no! Right, we've done that. Yeah, I've done that. Done that. All these little dinky little bits that you never noticed when you were playing with it as a kid. It looks a bit looks a bit cleaner than it was anyway. Well, it's a lot cleaner than it was. I mean, already I've got a lot of very grubby looking thingamabobs. Trying to get that off. Kind of hoping it was. That's the reason why I've used the kitchen, the bathroom one. I was hoping it was some kind of. Oh, it does seem to come off. Don't make rub too much though. Some kind of not lime scale, but something like that, which the bath cleaner would be good at getting rid of. So I don't want to get a screwdriver on it necessarily. So that's not going to do anyone any good, is it? Oh, there you go. My super nails. Never mess with me, or I will literally slice your face off. Cat fight. Meow. Right then. So again, that's looking a bit better. I don't want to press too hard on this bit because I don't want to take the paint off. We're still. There it is, that's the rest. If you've just joined us, that's the rest of the vehicle. We've got the glass which I cleaned earlier, well, the plastic windows, the bucket seat which I've left, and the weird mechanism that makes a noise, but we've decided isn't a way of propulsion for the vehicle. There is no propulsion in this that I'm aware of. Right, so let's give it another. So if we go down here. So we'll do this bit down here. Again, the amount of crap that's on it. But you know, where's it been? What's it done? Has it been played in gardens? Has it just been played in a bedroom or a living room or a playroom somewhere? You know, who owned it? Which child opened this on either Christmas or a birthday and got so excited? And now probably doesn't even remember having owned it. Because I don't remember everything I owned. Although to be fair, I'd remember if I owned one of these. Because I always wanted one and never got one. I've done that one. Oh, not done that door, have I? Not done that door. Right, let's do this door then. Get another cotton bud. Bet Toff had all these. So, let's go along here, go along that. See, the amount of crap coming off it is unbelievable. But like I said before, I don't agree with the people who sandblast these things and then respray them. That is not the point. You might as well just go and get yourself a remade version of it. The whole point is it's got a bit of wear and tear on it. That's the history. That's some child. Each one of these little marks on it is where a child has crashed it into something in order to save the day, I would have thought. So there'd been some baddie vehicle coming along and he'd just gone straight into it. And that would chip the paint off eventually. Or it's been thrown around, you know, maybe it's been blown up a few times, so it's flown through the air and landed on the ground, crash bang wallop. But either way, every mark and every scratch and every thing on this is its history. And like I say, yeah, people sandblast them. I was Matchbox cars as well. I've got loads of Matchbox cars, to be fair. I have got shed loads of them still. Some of them still got the boxes as well. Not without though. Alright, let's get some more bathroom cleaner. As we're running low. And let's go inside because there's some work that needs doing inside as well. We've got that there. I don't know what that is. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's come off. And some along here as well. So it was what was on the plastic. It's like it's water or something that's got in. Maybe it fell into a mad raging river. And Captain Scarlet was about to drown, but then he remembered he couldn't die. So, you know, watch Captain Scarlet. You don't want to watch the crappy stuff that's brought out now, the CGI. You want to watch the original stuff. It was, at the time, groundbreakingly good. This is the voice of the Mysterons and all that kind of stuff. Wow, So we're just cleaning in here. All these little nooks and crannies that it had. No, it still has. They're still here. I think we're nearly done. Oh, and Tonka. Oh, I never had a Tonka. My mate had a Tonka. The same mate who had these, the one I was on about, Christopher. Everyone had a full name when we were at school. There was no nicknames until we decided we were boring, so we needed to get nicknames. And literally we did it for about a week, and then we all got bored of the nicknames, so we went back to full names. Everyone was full name. So instead of John, we had Jonathan. We had Stephen instead of Steve. We had Christopher, obviously, this guy. We had... who else we have? Oh, we had about 2 Stephens. We had 3 Martins. Mark, well, that was pretty straightforward. And my name was full as well. But it was only when I went to get a job at a supermarket, a Saturday job, that the manager asked me what name was. I gave him my full name and he instantly shortened it. And from that moment on, everyone who's ever met me since that moment has referred to me by my shortened name, other than my mother. Right, I think that's probably as good as we're going to get. I don't think there's anything else I can really do to that. So it's been cleaned on the inside, it's been cleaned on the outside. We've cleaned the glass, put the glass back in, let's check it fits, which it does. There you go, we've got the glass in. It just literally pops in like that. It's easier than the Crafting Chris and his Airfix kits. He's not been on for a while, Crafting Chris. We may have to bring him back. I'll ring his mum up and see if he's available. I know he got grounded for painting the dog once, but anyway, that's another story. Right then, so we've got that. We can then bring the car back. I'll just keep that in there. Put that through there. That was a lot more complicated than it needed to be. And there we go. We've got a less grubby car. Screw it back together again. Yeah, that's why I always worry if people go by my full name now. It's like, oh, what have I done? It's usually, you have to fill things in with your full name, don't you? So if I get in trouble with anything, it's like, oh, hey, they've mentioned my full name. Right then, so, I don't know if it looks any better. I think it does. I think it looks a lot cleaner. And it should do, because that is the amount of crap I've got off it. Again, let's focus. I have to keep changing the focus on this, which is a bit annoying. I need to get one that's auto-focused on her. Make things a lot easier. So there you go then. So that's the amount of crap, the muck that we've got off this, and I've got none on my t-shirt. Yay! So yeah, I think we'll call that a day for this. I may or may not do stuff like this in the future, just to see how many views we get and popularity and all that, and also the availability if I can actually get hold of any of these vehicles. But yeah, he's got clean windows. You can see where he's going now. You've got clean bodywork, and most of that white stuff's gone. So it's all good. So once again, thank you for watching, if indeed you still are, and I will see you later for something else. I've got some work to do now, which has got nothing to do with YouTube or anything, or even work. So I'll be back on later tonight. Just thought I'd do this before I got in the route of having teas and or dinner, if you're posh. So I do think it looks nicer actually. I'm just saying that. I'm early again. Yep, you're always come when we're going. You missed me take this apart and give it a full service. Spectrum now is green. SIG. Actually, that's what I say. I'm going to end it that way, yeah. Yes, yeah, Spectrum is, Unless anyone wants a chat. Oh, it cost me £10. I know you always ask me how much things cost. But this is a rare bronze one. It's actually metallic. I don't know it shows up as metallic, but it's metallic. Most of them were red. I'm sure I got some from a garage collection thing. You saved up every time you went to the garage and you got some. But they were like matchbox size, which is about that big, whole length, but red. But this is a proper original one from when the first TV series was out. So yeah. And it's, there you go, Meccano Limited, Dinky Toys, made in England, and it is the Spectrum Patrol Car, made under license for Century 21 Toys Limited. And this is model number 103. It's not actually 103. They didn't individually model them in cast iron. That would be very time consuming. It would be incredibly time consuming. But what they did was they just had model numbers, so they knew when they found the bases what car it would go to. There you go, Meccano Limited, Dinky Toys, Spectrum Patrol Car, made license for Century 21 Toys Limited. Have you seen Man of Medium PS4 game? No, we don't talk about PS4. My PS4 has died. Apparently it's struck by lightning indirectly. It's very sad. Most of us have just bought a 12-month thing for it. Meccano, I never had Meccano, we couldn't afford it. My mate, Christopher, he had it, obviously. Also Jonathan had it as well. I didn't like Until Dawn. Jonathan was another mate whose family never believed in TVs, so they never had TVs, but they had Lego. And when I say they had Lego. He was the youngest of 3 children, so he had Lego. The others had gone to university. There was quite a gap between him and his brother and sister. In fact, I very rarely saw his brother and sister. And yeah, I've never seen so much Lego in my life. Not even in Legoland. I mean, it was literally there was a room in the house that was just full of bins of Lego. To be fair, all the kids went to university. All of them did very well, as far as I'm aware. So maybe it worked. Maybe, get rid of your TV, get rid of your devices, and just buy your kids Lego. They'll thank you one day, probably, but not straight away. Anyway, we've finished the car. It is a lot cleaner than it was. To be fair, it'd be more difficult to be dirty than it was. So thank you for watching. I am going now because I have stuff to do, like I said, and I will be back on later, probably, more than likely, maybe, napping, and then. Okay, so take care. Have a loved one, and remember, have a loved one. Have a good one. Remember, Spectrum is green.